It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Sacramento Kings. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Lakers. The goal tonight is clear, figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled, just 2-8 over their last 10. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
And after a near win, you second-guess a number of things that didn't go your way.
I think looking back on that one, it's a learning experience. We'll see if they can make some of the necessary corrections.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or players' feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty in sports. But is there any room for nuance? The league's a business and a competition, and in any competition, there are winners and losers. Guys?
Great stuff, David. Thank you. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's White in at point guard. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
DeRozan against Hield. Cauley Stein finds Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shots, gentlemen.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop of crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
And White kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. Stolen by Jackson. Fox against White. Now Fox. His last outing, 16 points for him. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Bagley, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's White. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
He turned on the Jets as soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Fox passes to Bagley. Pass to Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Here's Hield following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Shoots over White. Again, Hield missing. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Inside, it's stolen by Bagley. Fox with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Hield. Rebounded by the Spurs.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Great positioning on the putback.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
The Kings trailing. Fox kicks to Bagley. Back to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Sacramento. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And checking out San Antonio, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And you know, for the Spurs, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
White, good.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
The Kings trail by 4. Fox passes to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
DeRozan surveying the D. Gasol kicks to White. Pass to Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Lets it go. Wow, way off on that one. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the paint. Here's Hield. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Hield's got 6. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Gay kicks to DeRozan. Over Hield. DeRozan's shot is off.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect. Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way, but working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
And they take the lead. He's got 5.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now here's Gay. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. 6 to shoot. Aldridge left side. Over Bagley. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Aldridge has got his first points of the game. And with that Aldridge situation, Popovich said he was the first player to ever bluntly ask him for a trade.
And Popovich replied, Kevin, I'll be happy to trade you. You get me a talent like Kevin Durant, I'll drive you to the airport. Later, Pop says he was overcoaching Aldridge on the offensive end and took care of it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Long strides Gay takes on the drive is alarming for a defense. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
And he sinks the second.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams, Rudy Gay is still going.
Fox kicks to Bagley. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bagley's got 7. San Antonio trailing here. DeRozan on the wing. Overhealed. And the basket by DeRozan.
This is where DeRozan is one of the best, below the foul line, making plays.
Outside Jackson. To the inside. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Jackson. He's got 9.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
And here is Pirtle. He dishes it to Aldridge. Knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. And now Sacramento on the break. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity. You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play. But the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
That's good from Bagley. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come, he's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Gay. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great.
Now here's Walker. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Bielitsa kicks to Koufos. Bielitsa passes to Koufos. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. That one a little long.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
And there's the pass to Pirtle. Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The shot's good from Forbes.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Fox. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Healed from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Kings lead by 4.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Here is Forbes. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Now here's Bellinelli, guarded closely. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these games. They can't split this series.
The Elitsa misses. Spurs trail by 4. The feed to Walker. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Bielitsa. Bellinelli is covering. To the paint, stolen by Walker. He kicks to Pirtle. Lets a floater go, and it's Walker that time on the assist by Pirtle.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Here's Fox. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Bagley. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Spurs shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. It's stolen by Bagley. It's Bielitsa, and that one is hammered home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here is Forbes after the Kings pick up 2. Elbow shot is on the way. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Now Fox. Bagley kicks to Fox. On the wing, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Kings. Spurs trail by 5. Feeds it to Pirtle. Here is Forbes, guarded by Fox. Forbes can't get it to go.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Hield with the bucket. And now a 7-point Sacramento lead.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Forbes, the pass to Bellinelli. Pass to Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. For the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Spurs trail by 4. To the inside, Pirtle dishes to Walker. He feeds it to Aldridge. Over Bagley. No good on the last second attempt there. We come back right after this. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it. Not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Scal Labissiere out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Now, here's Hield. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Lakers.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass, gave a terrific effort in that department. This is strange. Last season, the Spurs finished out of the top 10 in field goal percentage for the first time in a decade.
Here's Bellinelli. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Pondexter kicks to Pirtle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Super focused. Pirtle taking the hit well and cashing in on a quality and 1 opportunity.
And, Steve, when you think about the Spurs, you think great passing and total efficiency.
The talent level dropped for various reasons, and the ball movement wasn't as crisp. Makes it harder to put the ball in the cylinder.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Kings. And the free throw, no good. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I didn't miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
And the Spurs with possession here. Sacramento making their last shot.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Walker against Fox. With the teardrop, he lays it in. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fox against Walker. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Back to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. The offensive rebound. No good from Gasol.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Here's Fox. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Now here's Walker. Gasol finds Walker. Sinks that one from the post. Walker's got his second basket of the night. Kings leading now by 6. Fox passes to Labissiere. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Kings have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Pirtle. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Derek White subbed in for Walker. Jackson hits both of them. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And White kicks to DeRozan over Jackson and misses it off the right side of the rim. Sacramento leading by 8. The wide open look here for Fox. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Fox has got 10 points in the game.
Fox just brimming with confidence right now. I like how he uses that mid-range game, and he knows right now he's got that green light.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA. DeMar DeRozan makes a living from this spot.
Pass to Randolph. Over Gasol. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven.
Here's Pondexter after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Stolen by Jackson. And the Kings pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball. Passes it to Fox. Right wing. Randolph dishes to Jackson. Clock at 4. Pulls it up. Rebound by Pondexter. Spurs trail by 11. Gay outside. White the pass to Gay. Gasol against Randolph. Pondexter with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Jackson. Pondexter no good. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 12-4 run. And there's the pass to Fox. Back to Bjelica. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Labissiere.
Shooting just one.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Steve, in today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable to be able to shoot contested shots, not like we did back in the day. You would just move it and try to get a better shot.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Sacramento leading by 12. Fox kicks to Randolph. Outside Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Down low. Here's DeRozan. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Kings have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Bjelica. He's got 5, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. White against Fox. Outside Jackson over Gay. Sacramento again missing. Spurs trail by 12. The feed to White. He kicks to Forbes. Pass to DeRozan. Over Jackson. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Jackson finds Randolph. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Fox. Shoots over White. Buries the jump shot. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
Look out. He's starting to find the range in this second period.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Feeds it to Jackson. To the inside. Fox kicks to Kufis. There's Jackson with the three. That one, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. That's tipped. It's stolen by DeRozan. Passes it to Forbes. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now here's Gay. Outside White. It's stolen by Bagley. There's the dish to Jackson. The pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio with the rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. White the pass to Gay. Kicks it to Aldridge. Outside White. Inside. Here's DeRozan. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Now, here's Kufis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Spurs trail by 16. Aldridge kicks to White. He feeds it to DeRozan. Pass to Forbes. It's not going to go for him. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Pass to Fox. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
DeRozan's shot is off.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Fox. He kicks it to Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Spurs ball.
Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. De'Aaron Fox, 3rd.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. From 18 feet away, Gay can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Bagley kicks to Fox. Knocked away. It's stolen by DeRozan. Gay against Cauley Stein. Passes it to White. And the pass to Aldridge. On the wing, DeRozan. 3 on the clock. Over Bagley. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Sacramento leading by 16. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Fox kicks to Kufis. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists here tonight.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Jackson. Rebound, San Antonio.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
To the middle. It's stolen by Bagley. And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Sacramento leading by 18. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's White in at the point guard position.
That's his first personal foul.
Down low, stolen by Gay.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys,
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Kings leading now by 20. This one for three. DeRozan with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And here's White. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Stolen by Jackson. 90 seconds now into the second half. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 8th assist in the game. And White kicks to DeRozan. Shoots a three. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That was their 4th attempt of this half. They finally got one to go down.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Bagley. And here is Fox. DeRozan defending. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Now here's White. Inside, and another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Here's Bagley. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Jackson kicks to Fox. High arcing shot, offensive rebound. Here's Cauley Stein. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Zach Randolph's checked in for Bagley. And it's Bielitsa in for Jackson. And that one misses. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Clock is at 3. Outside, Bellinelli. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Pondexter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Walker. Back to Bellinelli. Puts up a 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players, you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Here's Fox following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Outside, Randolph. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Sacramento.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
Here's Pondexter. Kicks to Walker. Pass to Gasol. Now Pondexter. Fires the three. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Healed against Bellinelli. Passes to Randolph. Over Gasol. Randolph's shot is good. Randolph's got his second basket.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down their mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Walker. Bellinelli against Hield. And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Kings have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
The first one falls. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Fox. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And San Antonio shooting 40% from the field. Walker finds Gasol. It's good. Gasol's got 6 points.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
Ferrell passes to Bielitsa. Randolph with the ball. He can't get that one. Gasol with the defensive effort. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot's good by Walker.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Here's Ferrell, guarded by Walker. Here's Hield, and it's good from the elbow. Hield's got 20 points.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
And Walker kicks to Gasol. Back to Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Here's Ferrell. No points in the game yet for him.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And Yogi Ferrell, the undrafted Indiana product, went undrafted after staying all 4 years in Bloomington, but he has shown, Greg, to be a very strong player.
Shooting too. And Ferrell is the perfect example of why you give a 4-year player a chance. Knows how to make the most of his time on the floor. I think he could start for a team, maybe be the 6th man, lead the second unit, play off the guard. He is just such a versatile player.
Steve, obviously schemes evolve on both sides of the ball. Talk about some of the biggest changes that you have seen defensively since you were playing?
I think the one, Kevin, that sticks out right now, so many teams now are comfortable and are able to switch 1 through 5. You kind of switch 1 and 2s and 4 and 5s. Now you see point guards are switching on centers. And then I think also defensively right now, you see a lot of teams right now influencing guys to drive the basketball to their opposite hands. Back when we played, we kind of just played a guy straight up and then let the defense rotate, and you were in full rotation.
Now here's Hield. He's got 20. Farrell can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Walker in the post, covered by Hield. Walker taking his time here. Clock at 6. Back to Bellinelli. From outside, off the mark. Sacramento leading by 23. Farrell for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Top of the key. Good on the jump shot. Bellinelli's got 8 points. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Farrell passes to Randolph. Back to Farrell. Five to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
At the line for your game, Yogi Ferrell, taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Kings making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. So he gets them both. Here is Forbes. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for their entire team.
Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. The pass to Pirtle. Here is Forbes, defended by Koufos. Pirtle with the ball. Right side, Aldridge. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Kings leading now by 23. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bagley. From 17 feet out, Jackson misses.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
The feed to Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And let's go real fast to the rookie leaderboard. These are the rookies shooting the highest percentage from the floor this season. Second is Marvin Bagley.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Sacramento on defense. Bellinelli with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
And they should probably start looking to get the ball inside more. The three-pointer hasn't been there for them like it was in that first half.
Knocks it loose. Koufos kicks to Labissiere. Hield outside. Just 5 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. To the middle. Aldridge dishes to Bellinelli. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Aldridge. Over Labissiere. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Pirtle. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not a specialty of Aldridge's when he entered the league. Now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the game.
Jackson finds Hield. Passes it to Bagley. Now Labissiere. Hield outside. Over Bellinelli. Hield can't hit. Spurs trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Labissiere in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the speed in which Labissiere gets his shot off, the D is helpless to do anything to prevent that from going in.
Here is Forbes. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Outside, Walker. And the pass to Forbes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. That's a 2 from Hield. And Pirtle pulls it down. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Bellinelli passes to Walker. Back to Bellinelli. Lets it go from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Kings on top, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Okay, way to attack them at both ends of the floor, pushing them around, multiple efforts. You're helping each other, and then everybody's checking out, and then we can push at them. Way to go north-south.
Sounds like Coach Yeager is pleased with how his squad is playing.
And Kevin, the cohesion is there right now. Everyone is working hard, and you can see the results.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Costa Koufos. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Jackson in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now Jackson, following Rudy Gay's 3-point attempt. Hield against White, and Aldridge comes over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Hield kicks to Cauley-Stein. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Koufos dishes to Hield. 11 feet away, off the left rim and out.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
DeRozan finds Bellinelli. Now here's Aldridge, covered by Hield. Aldridge, the pass to White, over Hield. And it's White missing. Sacramento leading by 21. Jackson down low. White on him. Jackson misses.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And DeRozan kicks to Gay. Back to DeRozan. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
No problems knocking that one down.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Fox, he's checked in for Costa Koufis. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Aldridge against Cauley-Stein. Pass to Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan, it allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position. Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
And here is Shumpert. Here's Giles. Pass to McLemore. Shoots over DeRozan. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Pondexter. It's deflected.
With Shumpert's athleticism, he can bother the shooter.
The second chance effort. And it's DeRozan missing. Kings leading now by 23. Now here's Shumpert. Pass to Farrell. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
Now here's Shumpert. The stupendous finish in traffic.
You know, Shumpert has struggled around the rim, but he got that one to fall through the defense.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. DeRozan passes to White. Teardrop shot, got a piece of it. They retain possession, and he comes up with the deuce. Here's Farrell. Timeout called by the Kings. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And maybe him having a game like this will get things turned around for him because almost nothing has been going their way lately. Sacramento with the ball. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Hield. DeRozan brings the double team. 5 on the clock. Knocked away from deep three-point range, and once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Offensive rebound. Out to White. Feeds to Aldridge. And the shot is good.
Almost automatic from there. Aldridge using his length to full advantage inside.
Kings leading now by 18. Now Fox. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Shooting
One
just
shot.
one.
Free throw good, Fox. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card if you ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piled with cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
Kings leading now by 17. Hield outside to the inside. Here's Randolph. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
When Randolph gets space near the basket, he's deadly.
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Kings. Fox has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson from long range. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Kay with it, guarded now by Jackson. Gay against Jackson. 11 feet away. Aldridge. Good.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
Fox with it. He kicks it to Randolph. Back to Fox. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Healed from outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Inside. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. And that's now 21 points for DeMar DeRozan. Fox against White. Fox kicks to Randolph. Back to Fox. Healed left side from about 19 feet. The shot no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Outside White. Pass to Gay. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Pass to Gasol. Dishes it to Gay. Tries a 3. The rebound by Hield.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Spurs trail by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Sacramento.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for De'Aaron Fox.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gay. Chalk up 2 there.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. Here's Farrell. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Zach Randolph. Zebo, what was the biggest difference tonight?
We just came out. We was more physical this game. We came out with being aggressive, and that's what we had to do. We got stops and being aggressive, and everybody contributed tonight. It was a team win.
Well, physical is who you guys are, Zach. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.